La la. Okay, today is June 21st, 2026. I don't even know if this is working properly, but I can't get my camera on my OBS screen for some reason. Because I tried to, okay, so I had this long cord that I used to use where I would take it outside when I was playing with the dogs and I would talk. And then it quit working, so then I bought another one, and then I moved upstairs, or no, I moved downstairs, then I moved upstairs again, then I moved downstairs again, and somewhere in all of that, that cord got lost. And it's funny because my son's like, oh, I set everything up like you had it. No, you didn't. And now I've lost a cord that I cannot find. So I had another cord. I tried to use it again, and it was broken, and it disconnected me, and now I can't figure out how to reconnect me, even though I am reading the direction. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is working. But as of today, our beautiful reflecting pool in DC, all the bottom is pilling up. Like sheets of that are pilling up, right? And it's like, I'm not sure how much we actually spend as a country on that. I know 13 million or something is around where we're looking at for garbage to line pockets of Donald Trump's friends. As I'm looking at hopefully still getting Social Security in a couple months and hopefully it lasting until I die. Because I know for sure it's not going to be here for my son, right? And even still, I'm going to be working 25 hours, well, if they'll give it to me, which is it's fine, whatever. I don't mind working a little bit outside of the home. I don't mind that, right? Like, I mean, whatever. I didn't put away in a 401k and all of those things that you're supposed to do, although I didn't know that until like I don't know. I mean, I did. I'd like to say I didn't know that until it was too late, but that's not true. I mean, I started. Well, that is true. Later in life, I got jobs where I was actually getting benefits, but then I cashed in my retirement to move here from Montana, and then I cashed in my retirement when COVID hit and all those things. So I really don't have anything put away, except for this house I'm living in, which, you know, my son and his new girlfriend and their cats, and occasionally her 4-year-old live upstairs now. So they're paying rent, so that's their house. Kind of funny though. Hi, Temperance. As soon as I start talking, you come over. Oh, are you talking? I need attention. I do. And the yeah, there's a lot. My son, the dog, the cat, all of it. It's upsetting to me that they got a cat when he doesn't even fucking pay attention to his dog, but whatever. Huh. I mean, he's trying a little bit more, but he should have been. It doesn't matter. All right. No, I'm not. I'm going. Everybody, chill, man. The puppies are outside. Go outside. Go outside. You guys go outside. It's beautiful. Go out there. I wanted to go out there too, but I can't with the cord and all of that. All right. Where was I? Ha! The reflecting pool. Isn't that awesome? I think it's so fucking awesome that our country is spending all this money. Not only that, on the war in Iran, that's just great too. And the ballroom, are we happy about all these things? I know it's making me very happy. And then we've got Donald Trump who can't even like function. He's like, there was a weird shadow moving out outside my window. But anyway, like, he can't put a coherent statement together. So it makes me really kind of blown away how people are totally defending. I need to check something though. I'm going to see if I'm actually, if you can hear stuff. Let me go to here. I know. Okay. Go back. Okay. Okay. Alright, it's working. Whoops. Hold on. Fuck. Close. Go out of here. Oh shit. Whoops. Okay. Close. Out of YouTube. Okay. Alright. Okay. It looks like it's working. So my little fix until I can figure out what the fuck is working. So that's a good thing. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's not like anyone's listening to me. It's good though. This is for me. Like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna look at these. Maybe someday, like I'm gonna, I don't know, 10 years from now, I'm gonna go back and look at these and go, oh my god. I doubt it though, because I've always been a little bit crazy. So that much I know, right? That said, I have to say, like, in the process of healing, right? Like, and I don't care who you are. We're all fucking broken. We've all been through shit. We've all had hurts. We've all had disappointments. We've all had people step all over us and make us feel like, in the attempt to make us feel like we are nothing. Now, I realized, like the other day I was thinking, right? I'm going to be 62 in July. And I was thinking the other day, I'm at work and I work my ass off. And I'm to the point where I'm a little bit tired of, like, I don't really care a whole lot about, like, I care about the job that I do because that is who I am. Like, if I'm cleaning, I want to make sure that it's clean and I want to make sure it looks good. And I want to make sure that the areas that I'm doing look good. But all of the stupid, like the ridiculous rules, like it's like I was moving some stuff around and I said, well, I'm making space for something over here. And they're like, well, that is just for this thing. See the signage? Well, actually, in this particular space that I was working on, there was not a sign. There were signs on the other ones, but not this particular one. So it's like, okay, but there is no sign. You know what I mean? It's like, those types of things to me, I don't understand. I mean, it's like, all we're doing is selling shit to people, right? Like, we're just, I don't think there's one thing, well, there's knives. Okay, knives are necessary tools if you're gonna eat, right? I mean, like, even if it comes down to being on, you know, Naked and Afraid, they want to have a machete or some kind of a knife, right? So, okay, so those are a necessary thing. Clothing, okay, I mean, it's a good thing, but the amount of clothing is not necessary. You know, I mean, there's so many things in this world when I'm walking through the aisles of these stores and I'm looking because I face things and put things, like, I like to put things in order. Like, I like to find a section if it's a mess and put it into some kind of an order, right? And so, actually, that's what I was doing. And I said, I'm making room for stuff here. And they said, well, that you can't put it there. And I'm like, oh, well, so there's still fucking room for stuff here. Especially because we're going to be starting putting more stuff on clearance next week. I don't know. Anyway, but that's the thing. It's like we just opened, right? It's almost like when I was working at Joann's Fabric. Things came through the door on clearance. And it's like, how much stuff do we need? At what point is it enough, right? And it's like, this is the problem. Like, all, like our first trillionaire, how much do you fucking need to fill that big hole inside of you? Because if $1 trillion has not filled that fucking hole, obviously you're doing it the wrong way. So maybe you should take some of that $1 trillion and start helping people and doing things, and then maybe that hole will start getting smaller, right? And people don't see it that way. I see all these people just filling stuff, and it's like, the stuff isn't going to help you. It's not going to fill what you're missing, right? And I mean, I know I try to fill my holes with chocolate, and now I'm smoking pot, and I tried crantum a couple of times, and I'm a little worried about, not worried, but I don't want it, like, I need to stay the fuck away from that, because I can already feel myself being like, oh, I should just go buy a bottle of crantum, right? And it's like, first off, it's like $7 for a little bottle, and it's like, it's 2 shots, but it's just another addiction, right? That I'm trying to fill this emptiness, because I'm very unbalanced. Well, yeah, because I'm a fucking Homo sapien, and I'm not supposed to be by myself, and I've been alone the majority of my life. Like, I've been a solitary Homo sapien. Although I've had my child, and I had Rylan, but even now, it's like he and I are butting heads again, which we have pretty much since we moved here, and it's because my expectations are very high. I expected that he would come here. This yard is a lot, and I can take care of it. Like today, I could be doing yard work, and I'm not, which I might end up doing later because I'm not going to paddleboard. But I was expecting him to step up, and I was expecting him to do more, be able to do more than just hold down a job, right? That said, as he said to me, and he is right in this, when I was his age, I was not responsible for more than holding down a job, right? And I was drinking and partying and things like that. So I told him, I said, you're right. He didn't tell me that, but I started looking at that, and I said, you're right. My expectations of you are too high, right? It is true that my expectations are too high. And in my setting my expectations that high, I get angry when he doesn't meet those expectations. When in reality, it's my fault, because I shouldn't be expecting that much of him or anybody. I shouldn't expect people to do things just because I do, or just because I want, or well, it's needed. It's needed around here. That's it. See, now though, and this is what I realized, because I was getting angry because he moved this new girl in. He just moved the other one out, and then he moved another one in. And the thing is he was all, oh, I can't be in a relationship, I'm blah, blah, blah. And so I'm telling this other girl that, believing that to be true, and it I guess wasn't true, because then he moved in someone else, and now they've got a cat, and she's got a 4-year-old. So I'm not sure if he knows what he's gotten into, right? And I'm like, so I'm having a hard time. I'm not really on board with this. But whatever. Anyway, it's back to my expectations. It's like, okay, fine. So I moved back downstairs after, it was a big ordeal. I moved upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, down, back downstairs. I'm fine with being downstairs. I'm fine with them being upstairs. That said, I'm very uncomfortable, because again, my expectations. We had a discussion before she moved in. I'm an alcoholic. We all know I'm an alcoholic. I've drank. I've got some shit on here I think I made private, because I was drunk and I don't know what I did. I know there was times when I was really in pain, and I was laying in bed going, oh fuck, because I was in pain, but that could I'm sure it could have looked like many things. But anyway, beside the point, I'm an alcoholic, right? Like I just said, addictions, chocolate, pot, whatever. I'm not getting sex. So I'm filling that void, because that's where my balance, that's where I'm missing, that's my hole, right? Because I have not had like any kind of a real connection with anybody, probably ever. So, there's that. But anyway, beside the point, I'm an alcoholic. So I said to him before he moved this girl in, they were down here at the time, and he said, do you mind, because I said to him, I said, I think she's a heavy drinker, and he said, no, and I said, I can smell what I smell, and it smells to me like heavy drinking. And he goes, well, sometimes. And I'm like, okay. And she had just moved in, so I feel like she was drinking heavily, and now maybe she's not, because I've noticed this. I didn't notice the smell. I think I only noticed it one more time after that, but it was a smell of not a casual drink. I don't even know how to describe it. If you drink, you know it. You know what I mean? If you've been around it, you know it. and he should have known it because he's been around it, so he should have recognized it. But anyway, that's beside the point. He's not being led by this at all, period. So he said, do you mind if she drinks? And I said, are you asking me if I care if she has friends over here and they drink and party and stuff, or what are you asking? And he goes, well, no. And he said, but she, and he opened this drawer, it was a door on one of those coffee tables, those old style coffee tables with the doors under them, right? Opened the door. There was a bottle of Crown Royal. And I said, well, I'd probably not want to know where it's at because, and he said, well, there's strawberry daiquiri in the freezer too. And I said, well, strawberry daiquiri in the freezer, I can't take a shot of and then water it down. So you don't know that I took that shot, and then, which would drive me to go get another bottle, right? And unless you have been, like, I feel weak for saying that, right? I feel like I should be stronger than that, right? Like, even knowing that, because I know it's in the house now. We got in a fucking fight about it. Anyway, you know, and it's like, I want to be stronger than a bottle of alcohol. I don't, but there are times, like, you know, there are times, like, they were gone all night, and there are times when it's like, hungry, angry, lonely, and tired, right? And I can be all of those multiple times a day. So anyway, all at once. So anyway, so I went upstairs the other day because I was watering plants, and there was one of the plants up there, and I had asked her to take care of it. She said she would, but I wanted to double check because I said I was taking care of it for someone else. Long story. Anyway, so I go up to water the plant, and I walk past, and I look up, and there's 3 bottles of booze, and I'm like, there's a bottle of Crown, there's a bottle of rum, and there's a bottle of, I believe it was like a melon type. So it's probably for like a melon drink, I guess. But, and my shot glass that I was using for chocolate chips is sitting on the counter. But that's my shot glass that I was using for booze before I started using it for chocolate chip. But it's my shot glass, right? That's my shot glass that was sitting on the counter below this, right? That I used for my stuff. And I'm like, in that moment, I am hungry. I am angry. I am fucking lonely. Beyond being lonely. Obviously, because I'm talking to a fucking computer. And I'm tired. And I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And so then I'm like, okay, it's okay. Just, you don't belong up here, right? Even though this is my house. I bought this house. It's in my name, right? I'm the one that worked all of my life for this. I ain't the one that worked all of my life for this. He's been working for this for the past couple of years. But I worked all of my life for this, right? But I'm renting it to them up there. And even though he's my son, I'm still renting them that space, right? But the fact that he asked me specifically about this, and I said to him specifically, it might be a good idea that I not be able to see it. And then I walk upstairs, and I literally, you turn the corner and walk into that space and look up and you can see it. It's right there. I'm like, and then there were Solo cups in front of it. I'm like, fucking Solo cups in front of it is not a solve. Like, but then again, I don't belong up there. They're paying me rent. Right? So I'm sure there's booze up there somewhere. I don't know. They've been gone. I'm still lonely. I'm not tired. I'm not angry. And I'm not hungry right now. Just lonely. So I'm only one. You know, but it's like, so I got upset, and then they're like, oh, well, and my whole thing is when he broke up with his past girlfriend, and he said, I'm going to dial in, and we got stuff to do, and yard work, and and I la. The only one who has done anything is me, right? They moved. I came home from work, and they were moving us from up to downstairs when I got home from work. I got off at noon, and the gate was closed, and the dogs were out, and the doors was open, and people were moving, and I was like, oh, this is going to be okay. And then they got upstairs, and I got downstairs, and that fucking door closed, and that was that. My child used to come out and say hello to me when I got off work. No more. Doesn't fucking say shit to me until it's almost time for him to go to work. And then he comes downstairs and he does what he does and says, I'm going to work. And I'm like, and I don't know if he's trying to force me to go up there, but I mean, why? So if that's the case, wants me to come up and knock on the door. I mean, and so then I'm like, okay, I guess you're just tenants then, right? It's like, so I'm trying to draw this line and not feel like my heart is fucking broke again. You know, and I'm just done. And it's, again, I expect way too much from people. Then we got, besides all of that, like this, you know, and me trying to be like, not this. Because it doesn't matter. You know, the fact that I worked my ass off for this, it was all for him anyway. So it doesn't really fucking matter. You know, I don't want it anymore. I don't fucking want it. I want to be able to live, and I'm gonna obviously have to work some, you know, but I just don't want to deal with it all anymore. Like, she's moved in, and the power uses, it's doubled, right? And it's like almost doubled, not quite, but almost. But part of that too is that I'm home more as well, right? But it's like, I say anything like that, and he gets pissed at me. Or I say, oh, you guys are really getting a cat? You realize if you get a cat, that means that we can't come up anymore. We can't just come up and say hi, me and the dogs, right? You got that, right? Like, that has stopped now. And it's like, he's fine with that. So, you know, I mean, okay. It's funny, I'm trying to figure out what I'm mourning. Because he's never cared about anything I've done. Like, he did buy me a paddleboard. But he's never like one time I went paddleboarding with him and Michaela, and it was a fucking mess. Because Michaela's just, at the time. Although now, I don't even know. Like, I texted her. She texted me first, and then I texted her, and we got together. Then we were supposed to get together again, and I didn't want to get together with her, because I knew I was just going to vent about Rylan. And I didn't want to go vent about Rylan to her. And then I texted her again, and she hasn't responded. And I'm like, you know, I don't even know, like, when you text somebody, and they don't respond within a 24-hour period, I feel like that's a response, right? No response is a response. And it's like, I don't know where to set my limits on that, right? Like, I honestly feel like if I know someone has read a text and they let it go for more than, I don't know, a 24-hour period, then that says something. And I just don't want to respond to them again. I want to be done with that, you know? And it's like, I don't know. I'm tired of being alone, but then I'm tired of people. Two things that are true. And especially now, because we've got, like, all of these things happening with the war, and the war that didn't need to start, the war that started because of pedophiles that want to stay in charge, that are staying in charge. And then now we've got J.D. Vance, who you can tell he's getting ready to run, because he's getting out there more and he's talking more, you know. And it's like, any of them is just as bad as Donald Trump. Any of them that have stood behind and changed. J.D. Vance said that Trump was America's Hitler, and he was right. We know that. We know that to be true, right? I believe that to be true, right? Everything that we've seen shows that that is the path that he would love to take. And thankfully there's still some people stopping him a little, but not enough. And all of these people that have said those things and then get in there and fucking allow him to do these things are him. There is no separation between them. They are not going to be able to come out when this is all. They will come out when this is all over and say, oh, well, you know, I was in there for the good of the, like Ty Cobb's. Pfft, kiss my fucking ass. Marjorie Taylor Greene, kiss my fucking, although she's like, he's changed. No, sister, he didn't fucking change. Maybe you changed. Something happened, but he did not fucking change. So something happened, but he didn't change. And the fact that all of the, like Ty Cobb's, oh yeah, I was in there trying to do. No, fucking you didn't. You should have called those fucking alarm bells when you were in there. When you could have fucking stood the fuck up. All of them, all of you, in the end of all of this, whoever you are that are still fucking backing this man, and whoever did, forever, you are all part of this. You are all part of this. And you are all going to be in history and in history books that you are going to try to fucking erase with everything that you can. But there's people like me that are talking out there that nobody knows about and nobody cares about. And this is still going to be there. And someday, somebody will find it. And they will find out that all of you did this. Fucking all of you. And Democrats too, I have to say, because they don't have any fucking balls. I have more balls than they do. I have stood in my boss's offices and said to them, it is not my fucking problem. You cannot get your fucking shit together. You need to do a better job. I have had the balls to say that. And these people with all this money and all this fucking power can't even stand up to this fucking pedophilic piece of shit. And it angers me, right? And I'm mad. I'm mad about that. And then I'm mad about all this other stuff too. But those are the things that matter, right? All this other stupid, well, the booze upstairs still. I really am just thinking I'm going to put a lock on the door. A lock on their side that they can just lock and fuck it. And they can unlock it if they need to come down and do laundry. And like I said, what does that say about me? That I'm weak? Well, whatever. You know, they're not here. And at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're fucking lonely, I do weird shit. I buy weird shit. I used to when I was drinking. Now I just get online. I need to stop doing that too. Buying, well, I haven't for a while because I can't afford anything. And I've been sleeping better, which is good. It's funny though because I'm sleeping. So I bought a king size bed because, and that's an. I bought a king-size bed because the dogs sleep with me, right? And so then for a while, when I moved downstairs the first time and they moved upstairs, Temperance was able to go upstairs and sleep with Rylan. So it was only me and 2 dogs in the queen-size bed, which is downstairs, because the king-size bed is upstairs. And moving it would be a bitch. It really would. Temperance, what? What? Can you just go outside and lay down? Huh? Can you? What? I know you always need attention. Always. And I'm the only one you get it from. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, because now that she's here, all 3 dogs are now, it's funny. What happens is we start out with me and Walter and Odin in the bed to go to sleep, right? And I just heard the cat jump upstairs. The cat's up there moving around. just jumped down off something. But anyway, and then Temperance will sleep out here on the couch. And then when she sleeps out there until she hears them come home from work. And when they come home from work and they don't come get her, which he never does anymore, because why would he? Oh, I talked to her and we're going to take her for walks and na. And then they got a fucking cat. Oh, we're going to get the cat so that she can pay attention to the cat. That was her. They got the cat so that when he's paying attention to Temperance, she has the cat. The fuck? Really? Okay. Is she a big fucking girl? Can she handle being by herself for a second and not having attention? It's fucking stupid. That is the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard. Anyway, so what happens is when they come home from work, Temperance comes into my room and gets in the bed with us. And I'm like, okay. So, and then when she gets in there, I don't want her to feel like she's not welcome, so I can't move. So what I've had to do is, instead of sleeping on the queen size bed regular, I had to turn it sideways and I sleep on it sideways because that gives us more room. So, because he won't pay attention to his dog. And the thing about this is that I have, since we moved here, my whole life has revolved around these dogs. And like before we moved here, I had people tell me to get rid of them. And I was like, no, because you don't do that. You don't make a commitment to something and just say, oh, by the way, you are a problem now. You're going away. I mean, that's not how it works for me. So I said, no, I'm not getting rid of these dogs. And so for a year, we did searching where we could have 4 dogs. At the time, we had 4. And a pit bull on top of it, because Temperance, my son's dog. Yeah, okay, whatever. Temperance, look at that. Is got pit bull in her, and you can tell she's pitty, right? And there's a lot of counties where you can't, it says, you know, the county limitations, you can't have 3 dogs. You have inside city limits or things like that. You can't have more than like 3 dogs. And I know, I mean, people would move there anyway, but that's not who I am. I'm like, I want to find a place where we're legal, da-da-da. So we ended up in Coos Bay with our 4 dogs, right? And it took us a while to find this. And ever since then, like those dogs have been, and I don't want to say an anchor, kinda. Like, I remember mornings when I would not want to get out of bed because they were so much, and I did not want them. He wanted them, and I got them, but then I refused to get rid of them because I said okay. And that's not what you do. You don't, and I can feel the tension in my back building up right now. It's not funny. I can feel it when it happens. It's like, I shouldn't be talking about this shit. Because I feel the tension in my back. Anyway, so we got them, and then and then we were here, and he didn't help with them. He never has. He doesn't help clean up poop. For a while, we took them up and to the courts, and we would throw tennis balls for them, and then we put the fence in, and that's it. He occasionally walks his dog, but that is all. He does not help with these dogs. He doesn't feed them. He doesn't water them. He doesn't clean up their shit. They don't, nothing. But they got a cat. Even though he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna. So words don't mean shit from anybody. Like my job. Oh, we're gonna give you this. They don't mean shit. Fucking Trump. There will be no wars. They don't mean fucking shit. Nobody fucking means anything anymore. And it's exhausting, right? I mean, like, words don't fucking mean anything. It's like money. Why can't money not mean anything? Why can't we, like, all of this stuff? It's like we get trucks and trucks and trucks of stuff to just cram on these shelves, and I'm like, it gets to the point where it doesn't even look good anymore, because it almost looks like a thrift store that's just getting more and more things, and it's like, and I'm like, when are people gonna quit buying so much? Right? I mean, that's bad for me to say because my job. But it's like, if we didn't consume the way we did, then these people couldn't make the kind of money that they are. And they're driving us to consume somehow. And I also am really suspicious about this. Oops, I don't know what I didn't mean to do that. I think that it kind of is weird to me that okay, so they have this thing where if you turn in a coworker that you think is stealing, if you see something suspicious and you call the tip line and you turn in this coworker, and they'll give you $1,000. This is what they tell you, right? And if you call this tip line and you turn in the coworker and it finds out that they steal and they get fired, then you get $1,000, right? And if it's truck driver, you get $1,500. So at our work, someone got turned in, okay, and they got fired for stealing. At a meeting the other day, they said to us, so what's the tip line? And we told them what the tip line was. I have these morning powwows. And then they said, oh, and by the way, you don't get the $1,000 unless you're the only one that turns them in. And something comes of it, then you get the $1,000, but you have to be and I said, what, so if more than one person turns it in, do they split it? And she's like, oh, yeah, but this is what happened in this case. I noticed it first, and I'm like, so someone that we work with told on someone and then thought they were going to get $1,000, and they didn't get that $1,000 because other people turned them in. How did that feel, to turn in someone thinking you were going to get $1,000? Come to find out, you didn't fucking get that money. You know what I mean? It's not like I want to see someone stealing, and if I see someone stealing, I'm going to say something. But I'm not going to look. I don't pay that close of attention. I didn't even notice the clearance signs. You know? I'm just oblivious to it all. I want to be that, just oblivious. And I'm really not as oblivious as I am when I'm there, but I don't want to fucking care. I don't care about it. It's stuff. I care about the job. Yes, I need to pay my bills. So I care that I have a job. If I could find another job cleaning somewhere else with the same kind of vibe, I'd do it. You know what I mean? I'm fine cleaning and putting stuff away, but I am not going to put myself in a position where I have to turn in someone else for stealing. I'm not doing that. I don't condone stealing. And we'll leave that there. I don't condone it. But I'm also, that's it. That's all I have to say about it. I don't condone it. What I see and what I don't see nothing. I choose to be, it's funny because I think it's funny to me that in instances, like, I think that people think that I'm an idiot, and it kind of, in a way it pisses me off, then in a way it doesn't, right? But I think that people think that I'm an idiot, and it's like, in a way that's good, in a way it's not, because I don't want them, well, actually I don't even care, to tell you the truth, because I know I'm not. I've done all these things in my life, and if I'm such an idiot, I wouldn't have been able to do them all. I didn't luck into every fucking thing. I didn't luck into a 3.78 GPA, working 2 jobs and raising a child by myself. I didn't fucking luck into that. I worked my fucking ass off for it. What are you doing? What are you doing? But I can't get my camera to work, and it bums me out. It's such a gorgeous day outside, but I can't stream out there because I can't figure out my camera. I'm starting to get back to my fighting weight. I'm super happy. I went out paddleboarding the other day. Oh, it was amazing. I wanted to go out yesterday, but yesterday was Saturday. And I wanted to go out today, which today's Sunday, and it's Father's Day, but I have tomorrow off. So I'm going to go out paddleboarding tomorrow. I'm really sad, though, because I wonder, I have to check and see. I might be able to use my, because if I pull my truck up and I put my, what do they call, my GoPro Mini in the windshield of my truck, I can maybe get me paddleboarding. And I don't know if that would overheat. I worry about using like a phone because it would overheat in the window, right? But I don't know. I can probably get my GoPro Mini. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get video of me paddleboarding tomorrow with my GoPro Mini. I need to put it out so I don't forget. Because like I said, I can probably put it somehow in my truck window. Or it'll be Monday. It depends on how many people are there. But I'm going to set it up and hope that it's, because the unfortunate thing is I can't see where it's pointing with the GoPro Mini. So I'm going to do my best to point it at the water. And just hope. The only way to see it is if I have internet and I can look at it on my phone. And there's no internet where I'm going. But I will try to get some video of me paddleboarding just because I want to see how I look, because I'm kind of curious, you know. And I really love doing it. It's a lot of fun. And I've got the paddleboard partially blown up in my truck. But see, today, like I said, it's Sunday and Father's Day, so I'm going to skip it today. I don't want to be there with a lot of people. And because now I don't own my car anymore. Yeah, that's another thing with Ryland, my car. The truck and the car. Like, if I still had my Honda Fit, I could go a little bit more. Because gas for me was, like, it only cost me $5 to get there and back. Whereas in this truck, it's double that. And right now, I'm only making $15 an hour, and I'm working 20 to 25 hours a week. So I can't really go a lot. So I'm kind of bummed about that. And Ryland's like, oh, I'll give you money for gas. But then it's like, I don't want to really ask him for money because it comes with strings, I feel like. And that's unfortunate, you know? It's like, I would rather he does stuff like help me with the yard. You know, it's like, I'll fucking just get in debt some more and figure it out later. But I don't know. And then I'm hoping to get my mom moving here. Anyway, I'm going to get video of me paddleboarding tomorrow because I'm going to go paddleboarding. So, maybe dancing too. I wanted to get video of dancing today, but my stupid fucking camera's not working right. It might be now, though. I wonder if I could do it this way with the cord. I threw it away, but I could try. I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go. Oh wait, first I have to show what I painted. I bought these overalls. They're like gauzy, cottony overalls at work, and they're those loose ones, and they were white when I got them, which me and white, I don't do white. But anyway, this is what I'm doing to them. See? So they were white, and then I tried to do them ombre. See, they're overalls. I tried to do them ombre, and so they were dark purple up to a light purple, and it looked fucking horrible. So I went and bought black paint, and so now actually out in the sunlight, the purple kind of shows through. So I was like, oh, it's kind of like space. So then I made like space turtles. There's one space turtle. I know the light in here is shitty. You can't really see it that well. And then here's another space turtle that's on the back side of it. Anyway, that's on the back. And then on the back too, like along the other side where the turtle isn't, I'm going to put jellyfish going down. And then I'm going to put a jellyfish on the pocket right here. And then I'm just going to spackle it with like stars. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Used to be white. I think there was a noise out there. My dogs are scared. What happened? I'm gonna go see. What happened? What are you scared of? Huh? What are you guys scared of? What happened? What scared you? Can we come out? What happened? What scared you? Good. Something scared my dogs. I don't know what it was, but anyway. Alright, I'm gonna go. Maybe. Hold on. I'm gonna see something first. Let's see what's going on. What? Trump? Oh, whatever. Trump threatens Iranian delegation while Vance holds. Talks are underway. President J.D. Vance and U.S. officials are holding high-stakes talks with Iran in Switzerland. Pakistan and Qatar are mediating. The negotiations begin with a focus on the conflict in Lebanon, the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran's nuclear program. Trump's threats. Even as Vance touted early progress in Switzerland, U.S. President Donald Trump threatened the Iranian delegation in a Fox News interview on Sunday. He's such a fucking psychopath. Trump vowed to resume bombing and take over the Strait of Hormuz if a deal is not reached. Iran's top negotiator denounced Trump's remarks, calling them a sign of desperation. Well, no shit. And what did he do? Who was it? The Italian woman? The Italian, was she the prime minister? Who was she? The one that he insulted by saying, she's begging me. I'm like, I saw videos of her speaking with him, and she fucking was not begging him for shit. He was like, ah! I'm just like, oh my god, you're so dumb. The one person that you've had that has been okay with you over there, and you fucking spit in her face, not once but twice so far. Wonder if he said anything more about it, or if somebody's fucking stopped him. That's what he does at 3 o'clock in the morning. God, really, I don't do that. At least I'm not like him. At least I'm not somebody who gets on and just ruins everything in the world for everybody at 3 o'clock in the morning. I eat cake. I don't know. God, it's funny. This is just insane. We would have to, let's see, to have me and this show at the same time, I would need to do that, which I can do. Look at that. Oh, I moved it a second ago. Now it won't move again. Why? Whatever. Oh, did I move it or just make it smaller? I think it just made it smaller, right? Is that what I did? There we go. See how smart I am? Not really, I know. If I was smart, I could get the fucking camera to work on OBS. Oh well, whatever. All right. Anyway, everything's dumb. Look what he's doing. Does this guy look like he's fucking around? Is that the negotiator? He looks like he's got a lot more on the ball than fucking Trump, that's for sure. Wow. Damn. Although that's not who he's negotiating with. Looks like he's got a lot more on J.D. Vance, too. And him, this guy. I can't even with him. Like, again, when is enough enough? When? How much more to fill those black holes inside of you? I just don't understand how these people can be so fucking empty that all of this that they already have is not enough. How can you be real? Like, I don't even, again, I'm going to say, again, I don't think I'm from this planet. I do not know how people like that and me could be the same species. I just don't understand that. Like, I and Lindsey Graham, I and Trump, I and... Although there's a lot of us, I think maybe, what did they do? Just dump a shipload of us down here? Be like, here you go. Find your way with all of these fucking demonic people. Demonic. Every time I talk to my dog, she's over there wagging her tail. Look at you. What, Temperance? Should we dance? We can dance. Oh, not an exercise. Should we dance? Yeah, but every time we do that, then I get in trouble. Because the music, watch. I clearly can still balance because I can go out on my paddleboard. I want to get out there though and get on one foot. Okay, hold on. Or really core. Okay, on the balance board on one foot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold core. Check it out. I'm doing it though. Core. You think I can get on my paddleboard in the ocean on one foot? Okay. I'm doing this with a dog knocking me around. What are you doing, you silly girl? Donald, see, Donald Trump ain't got nothing on me. Neither does Lindsey Graham. Demons, they're demons, I say. They are demons, dumb rats. Okay. Alright, let's see what else there is besides stupid. 7 big souls. I don't want to know about those. I already did it. I already took the plunge and applied for my Social Security, so I can't go back now, which I don't want to. If I wait till I'm 67, it might not even fucking be there anymore. So stupid, all of it. I cannot believe, like, how do we stop this? I just can't. It's like all of our money that all of our lives worked to put into this system. Not so they could live this way, right? Not so they could fucking, I wish that, I wish there was a magic pill here. Red pill, blue pill. I can't fathom that this is okay where we're at. I can't fathom what it's going to take to change it. It's like we're so far into the hole and into the void that coming back is going to be digging out of this fucking disaster that has happened. And I hate the fact that the Midas touch, he uses that word, disaster this, disaster that, disaster that. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. We know it's a disaster. Shut up. Everything he says is every other word. It's like I can't see, and that's what's really getting me to is that I don't even know where to get my news from anymore because everything has become so sensationalized that it's like the internet is the new National Enquirer, right? Like if you like, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me find it. I'm gonna go to YouTube. It might just be my feed, maybe. Not my feed. Let's go home. La la. La, like this is exactly what I'm talking about. This. Does anybody remember the National Enquirer? Anybody here old enough to remember the National Enquirer? Well, I am. And that is how it looked, just like that. Right? That is how it looked, just like that. That is the National Enquirer right there. That right there. That too. This guy. Michelle Obama's a man. Yeah. She looks like more of a woman than you look like a man, I will tell you. That guy's icky. They're gross. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get the draw to these I don't get the draw to these people like him, them. I don't get the draw to them. Like, look at him. Why are people still supporting him? Why? I just can't figure it out. Like, I know that they did question, or he probably did some things when he was president that I would disagree with. Like Gaza, we should have fucking quit giving money for the fucking God. We're killing babies with my taxpayer dollars. We're funding killing babies all over the world. And that's the pro-life people. In our country, the pro-life people would rather throw away food than give it to a welfare mom. But they create the welfare moms. So in your creation of this person that you don't want to help, what are you trying to accomplish? I can't figure it out. Like, I don't understand what the end game is with making... I do, though. They're trying to create a slave fucking nation is what they're doing. And it's like, we see those. We see Kim Jong-un, and we see the way his country is run. Right? And I think that that's what that is, right? I think that it's a slave country. I don't know that for sure, but I know that, because I not study up on those things, but I know that it's a bad place, right? And I think that the people aren't like able to express a freedom like we have been able to in our country. And it's clear that we're heading that direction with this man and these people right here, all of them, all of those men right there, all of them are you know, the J.D. Vance and Trump and Pete Hegseth and Marco Rubio. All of you are evil people. And if any of them ends up to be our next president, we are in for more of a fucking ride, a worse fucking ride. Worse. So, what do we do about this? I know, vote, right? But they're trying to fucking rig the elections. And if we vote, what Democrat can we put in office that has the fucking balls to do anything about this stuff, to stop things like this from happening? What Democrat now has stood up to this that can actually win an election? We got AOC. Her chances of winning are like fucking nil because she's a woman. Not only that, she's a fucking brown woman. So we're really fucked there because this is America, land of the free and home of the brave. All those brave men who couldn't handle a brown woman in charge. And the women that follow them, those are the ones that I cannot. The fucking women what woman is backing this shit, right? I'm like, who in their right mind that's got boobs like these titties, real ones, fake ones, whatever kind of titties you got, how can you have any aspiration to be a woman and back these fucking misogynistic people, right? I'm like, a woman should have her place. Like, I would have actually, hindsight, not that I want to have my place, because I'm not good at that. I'm not very good at not saying things, although I need to learn to keep my mouth shut. I'm getting better at practicing silence. I am getting much better at that, I will say. But I don't see how any woman is supporting somebody who's against their interests. You may never have chosen to have an abortion, but you do not know what could happen to you to make it where you need one, and you may not be able to get one because you are voting against your own interests. Your daughter may not want to have an abortion, but she may need to have an abortion, and she may not be able to because you voted against her interests, so she might die in your arms. Your son may want to be your daughter, and they might die because you refuse to accept their feelings. So the fact that there's people like that out there, I don't want to share space with them, right? Like, I don't want to share space with people like that. See, I'm getting tense again. I feel it again. Like, I feel all the tension coming into me because there's people that are out there that I, like, thankfully at my job now, I'm not forced to share space with as many of those people, I don't think. But I mean, I am, because I work in retail, but I don't really, like, it's something that I said the other day at my job, and I know this kind of pissed them off, but whatever. They said I was cleaning up in the manager's office. By the way, somebody had spilt soda back in the corner underneath the desk, and it spilt inside of like a recycle thing that's got open. It's like a garbage can, but it's weaved like a basket, and it's open. So when you spill it, it spills inside of it, right? Like on the floor, it splashed into that basket, right? And the cup was gone, but the straw was there, and the mess was there. And I'm like, okay, you know. And so there was one of the employees was sitting in front of there doing something on the computer, and I said, well, there's soda under there, and she just sat there. And I'm like, okay. So I started doing other things I forgot about. So the next day she was sitting there again, and I said, there's soda under there, I gotta get clean. So I sprayed it to let it sit for a minute because it had been there for a day, and so I needed it to sit for a minute. So I went back and I said, okay, I need to clean up that soda. And she's like, okay. And she doesn't move. So I'm like, so I climbed in on the floor next to her because I had to. She was right there. I'm like, okay. So I climb in there next to her legs, and I'm cleaning it up. And I said, okay, sorry, don't mean to be in your way. And she goes, yeah, people just clean up after themselves. And I said, you know, I'm going to say this. And I said, and I probably shouldn't. And I said, but employees are worse than customers. And my boss was standing there too, right? And they didn't say anything, and I left the room. And what I mean by that is that, and I think, I don't know if I said this when I streamed the other day, because I did, and I talked about this, I think, I don't know. Or if I was just talking out loud to myself, I don't know. But anyway, what I mean by that is that you don't have to like me. When you work with me, I do not care if you like me. I probably don't like you either. However, you should treat everybody with a certain amount of respect, especially your coworkers, because all of us are in this together working with the public that can be rude and disrespectful, right? And I'm not finding people here to be so bad right now because they're happy the store's in town. Which, another store, I'm like, just more junk. We can't even like get our shelves organized because they just keep sending more and more and more junk. Right? And it's like, you can't get anything organized. And it's just, to me, it's starting to just look like a high-end expensive thrift store. It does not look like a nice high-end store to me at all. Right? And it's like, I don't care. If that's what they want to do and that's how they're making money, I don't care. But I won't shop that kind of shit. You know? And I said that the other day. I did. I did this with the toys. I actually did talk about this. I was like, I wouldn't shop these toys. If I walked into this toy department, I would turn around and walk out. I would not come here and try to buy a toy because I would get, my mind would go blah, because it was just such a fucking mess. So I started cleaning it. Well, then the next day I go in, all of it is cleaned up. Oh, that's right. Ooh, more stuff. So the next day I go in, all of it is cleaned up, but the stuff that I had cleaned up had been totally moved to the other side, which, okay, fine. Okay, fine. You didn't like it where I put it, that's fine. But at least it was cleaned up, right? So I was happy about that. But then I started noticing, it's so funny. So we have this little other person that comes in the morning, and they hired a company to come in and clean. Well, this guy pretty much comes in and he mops the floors. He comes in every day, totally red-eyed. It looks to me like he drinks a lot. He mentioned tequila, so I suspect he drinks a lot. I don't ever really smell it on him, but I don't get that close to him because he fucking creeps me the fuck out, and I'll tell you reasons why in just a second. But anyway, they hired this guy to come in and clean the floors and stuff, and that's what he does, is the floors, and he does a shitty job at that. But he doesn't speak English, and I don't speak Spanish. So I wish I did speak Spanish. I'm unfortunate I did not learn that language. I wish I had of, and maybe I could someday, but right now I don't really want to put forth the effort. But anyway, beside the point. So I've tried to communicate him with, over Google Translate and stuff like that, but I'm not the boss. I am a low-level nothing employee. I am not the supervisor, and it is not my job. I should not be having to communicate with this guy about what to do. I think, however, though, the boss that works there that does not like me speaks Spanish. And I do believe she's been communicating with him. And here's why. I actually took this video. I'm going to load it. I'm going to load it in a minute. I'll load it on my YouTube channel. I meant to do that, but I forgot what I was saying. Because two people just sent me a message and I don't want to talk to them right now. Fuck you guys. I love it. People, like, whenever anyway, I'm not always convenient. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Okay, get back to the janitor. She speaks Spanish. Okay, so the other day, he's there. And I've noticed he's been, like, doing shit. And I'm like, why is he seems to be acting weird to me. Like, as soon as I'll go, like, I'll set down a cleaner and I'll go to get it and it'll be gone and he'll be using it. And I'm like, okay, what? Like, I set down the Windex the other day and he took it. He's like, oh, I'm going to go clean the mirrors. He's never fucking cleaned the mirrors. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, but I was just using that and I just set it down for a second, but okay, go. You know, I'm like, but he's been doing some weird shit like that. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just the language barrier, right? And so I'm like, why? And I'm like, why would this guy be fucking targeting me? He doesn't even, like, we don't even speak the same language, and I've been nothing but kind to him. And then I'm like, what the fuck? So then the other day, I went to go, I get there, I open both of the bathrooms, because I'm like, I'll clean the bathrooms, because the floor is huge. And if you actually sweep and mop the whole floor and do it the way that you should, it's going to take you a couple of hours, right? Or at least an hour and a half or so. And it's like, and that leaves time for incidentals, and so you're not rushed. I mean, it's a fucking big building, and if you do it right, it's going to take you time. I know this, because I've done these before. And I know that I had to rush to get the bathrooms clean. So I thought that he would appreciate the help. Anyway, beside the point. So the other day, I had opened the bathrooms because I was getting ready to clean the bathrooms. And so I go into the men's and I'm cleaning the bathroom mirror and I'm wiping it down. And he comes in and he goes, I'm sorry. And I said, no, that's okay. And I left and I'd already sprayed. And I said, but I'd already sprayed the toilet seat in the men's room. And I was like, whatever, but I had sprayed in the toilet bowl, not on the toilet seat. So if you put it down the top of the seat wouldn't have been wet. Anyway. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I go out of there. I go and I clean the ladies' room. I go back into the men's room after he leaves. And the toilet seat is down. So I lift it up. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But there's a piece of toilet paper that is stuck. Like, when I sprayed it, there was poop on the toilet. Right? I could see poop on the back of the toilet. Where I've actually got, like I said, I videoed it. Because there's no fucking way. So there's toilet paper that had been stuck onto that poop. Like stuck onto that poop. And I'm like, that toilet paper was not on that poop before. And I flushed the toilet like multiple times. I have a video of me flushing that toilet, and that toilet paper would not come off of that poop. So it had to have been stuck on there. Like, it had to have been put on there. There's no fucking way that it just stuck itself there. There's no way. The toilet paper stuck itself to the back of the toilet on that poop and would not come off with 6 flushes. There's not a fucking possible way that happens. Not a way. There was gum in the fucking urinal the other day. Then there was a leaf in the urinal. The gum, whatever. There's just things like that, right? And I'm like, and it was after he was in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why would this guy be targeting me? And then it occurred to me that the boss that doesn't like me speaks Spanish. And I'm like, what she said to him? And I'm like, am I being fucking paranoid? But I'm not, right? Things like this continue to happen. Like, the other day, I go in and the girls up front don't like me. The register girls, because there's a group, there's a clique of them. It's fucking, I'm like 60, almost 2. We're fucking adults, right? But there's this clique group that does not like me. So the other day I go in and I check the garbage up the front and I fill it and it's like got some paper in it and it's nothing. So I'm like, cool. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. So the next morning I go in and I go to check that garbage can and it weighed my dog food bag weighs about 44 pounds. So it was about that weight, full of fucking liquid. So 44 pounds of liquid. How many gallons is that? There is no fucking way that a customer put that many gallons of liquid in the garbage can up front, like almost behind the counter with the cashier. It's not. How would a customer have come in there and dumped 40 pounds of liquid overnight? It's not like 10 different people came in and threw full cups of Coke in there or something. It was like a slushy white fucking liquid, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And so, of course, in order to get it out of the garbage can, it's a narrow garbage can. It's about this wide by this long, right? It's super narrow. And the sides, the edges of it, whoever creates this shit for these fucking companies sucks. They don't fucking care. The edges of it are sharp. So when you go to pull the bag out of it, it catches on the edges and it rips, right? So I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I tie it off and I can't lift it out of there. It's stuck. It's 40 something pounds of liquid in the bottom of a garbage can that's like this wide, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? Thankfully my boss is standing there. I was pissed. I'm like, I had to dump the garbage can out, and this happens to me all the time. I know I've talked about this shit before. It happened to me at UPS. People are fucking psychotic anyway. So I had to dump it out and the liquid's going everywhere. And I looked at my boss and I said, this fucking shit. And I left. I went and got what I needed to clean it up. And I came back and she goes, it could have been customers. Yeah, okay. You fucking, oh. But she knew, right? And they said something about, they're like, this is getting out of hand, And I'm like, you fucking know who it is, and although they did put an ad out for an assistant manager. Maybe she got fired for it. I can only hope. I doubt it though. But I mean, I know it's this assistant manager is causing all this, right? I know it is. And I know that she doesn't like me. And you know why? Because she's jealous. She's jealous of me. She's a young, pretty Latina woman. But she's a little bit out of shape. And I happen to be an older 62-year-old woman who is still kind of in better shape than her. But I was skipping one day and she saw me. And ever since then, she's hated me. And so I know she's behind this, right? And there's another woman that works up front. Her name is, I'm not going to. But anyway, I worked with her somewhere else. And where I worked with her before, I knew the person was talking about me behind my back. So I told her, I went in and I said, I'm not fucking working here. I'm not working for you here. And she said, why would you change your mind? And I said, you did. I hear you fucking talking about everyone behind their back. So I know you're talking about me and I'm not fucking doing this. So I took off my shirt and I gave it to her, right? It was an errand. But I worked with her and she is a sneaky bitch to me, man. She's so snarky. The other day I said something to her. She's like, that's not my doing that. And I'm just like, oh. Fine then, I mean, she's just so rude. And I know it's because Because when I first talked to her, she was like, oh my God, you were a legend when you did that. And she was fine. And then after this manager doesn't like me, who spends time with her because she's part of that upfront thing, right? And doesn't like me. She doesn't like me touching the clothing. Or clearly the toys. That was hers too. I didn't know it when I was rearranging it, but afterwards I looked at her and I said, I haven't seen her since because she called in sick. But I said to her that it looked like shit. I said, oh, toys looks great. I'm glad that they got cleaned up. I said, God, it looked like shit. That was the last time I saw her. Because I went home sick that day because she was so rude to me. We were in a meeting and she would like mention everybody and then said, oh yeah, and that's it, and totally didn't say, like, she's like, oh, that person's doing this, and then with me she just didn't say nothing. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go home. I don't feel good today. So I went home. That day I went paddleboarding. Actually, that was the day I went paddleboarding. So, because I was like, fuck you. I'm not going to be treated like that. Fuck you. Anyway, that was the last time I saw her. No, I did see her one more time after that. I saw her yesterday, actually. Oh, did I see her yesterday? I think I did see her yesterday. So, but it's like, I don't really care about her because I work, And she doesn't have to like me, and I don't have to like her. The only thing that sucks about it is that she can have control over my schedule. You know what I mean? And she has control over shit like them filling the garbage cans with fucking, I don't know how many pounds of liquid. Like, they had to get a mop bucket and fill it up and fucking dump it in there. I just am like... And sticking the toy, like, I don't know what she said to him, like, to get, like, I don't know if she told him that I was trying to get his job or what, because all of that was not my fault. Like, they hired me to do the job that he's doing, and then later they're like, oh, well, they've got this person, so he can do that part of it, and you can do this part, because it's a lot for one person. And I'm like, cool, that's what I'll do. But I don't know, like... Oh, this was the other thing. It wasn't just the toilet paper thing. Also, that day. Okay, this was the last thing. This is the last fucking straw. So... Hold on. Oh my gosh, a butterfly? Or was it a bird? What? Huh? What? Dogs. Anyway, so then after that, or it was before that, I was scrubbing the floors in the dressing rooms, and I had to use rubbing alcohol for it. And so I cleaned the rubbing alcohol, or I was cleaning the floor, and I turned around, and he was like standing in the doorway like this, and I'm like, okay, I didn't feel kind. And I said, do you need something? Can I help you with something? And I can't remember. I think he said something about one of the mops. So I know. One of the guys in the back was using the mop, and there was only the bathroom mop. And so he needed to know what to do. So I switched shot heads and fixed it. But anyway, again, this is not my fucking job. I should not have to fucking deal with this. I am an employee. I am not an employer. I am not his fucking boss, and I should not have to deal with this, right? Anyway, so I fixed all this anyway for him. But then the other day, after the whole toilet paper being stuck thing, he's getting ready to leave. We're back by the bathrooms. The men's bathroom door is closed. The women's bathroom door is closed, right? The bathrooms are closed. He's walking out because there's a bathroom door, the women's bathroom, the men's bathroom, and the back here is the janitor's closet, right? It's in this little U-shaped area. So both of these doors are closed. The janitor's door was open. He was walking out of there. I closed the janitor's door. I said, goodbye, see you later. I went into the ladies' room. The door closed behind me. I'm pulling my overalls off because I had to pee really bad before I got into the stall, because otherwise, I had on overalls. Anyway, so I'm pulling my overalls off. I hear the door open, and turn around, he's fucking standing there in the bathroom and says to me, I said, what are you doing? And he goes, are you working tomorrow? And I said, yes. And don't you ever fucking do that? I didn't say fuck. I said, don't you ever do this again. Don't you ever come in here when I'm in here with the door closed again. You knock on this door. And he's like, okay. And he left. And I pissed. I'm still mad. Like the other day he said hello. I will say hello to him, but I told one of my coworkers who was the supervisor at the time, so I'm telling you right now, he comes up to me in any fucking closed space and he's getting a knee in the groin. He fucking needs to leave me alone. This will not happen again. I told her what happened. And I said, and I think that all of these things, because I believe there's harassment. There was harassment at UPS. I know there was. It was validated when I left. There was harassment at the college. I know there was. It was validated when I left. Managers told me, yes, she was harassing you. We knew it was going on. Oh, sorry. We had to do things. We did, get proof before we could fucking validate you instead of making you think that you were fucking crazy, right? Same thing with UPS. Once I left, and somebody else was doing what I was doing, she said to me, oh, yes, you were right. Validating, right? And I'm like, these people like gaslight you. And there are people on board, and people know that you're being gaslit, but they'll let you think you're nuts, right? And it's just like the whole world right now. Words don't mean fucking shit. That's what I was saying. But anyway, all of this harassment is coming because one of the bosses does not like me. And she has given anybody that is on board with this authority to do these things, right? And I know this is true, because in the past it's happened and I've been right. And so I know what it is. I see it for what it is. It kind of blows me away because I used to think I was paranoid and crazy. Now I know I'm not. I'm right. Like, I happen to be special, as we all are. But I don't give a shit. Like, I've always been like pretty free-spirited. I would like to say I don't give a shit about what people think, but I do. But I've also been very independent. Like I've said before, I started taking myself to the movies by myself when fucking, what was it called? Top Gun came out. It was the first movie I went to by myself. And I don't know how long ago that was, but it was a long fucking time ago. So I have been taking myself to dinner, buying myself flowers, doing all these things for myself, by myself, all of my life, right? And people don't like that. And it's not like I'm saying it's all great and that I love it. I've been fucking lonely, right? It's been hard. But people don't like to see strong, independent people. And I think it's harder when you're a woman, but I don't necessarily think it's specific to women. But if you are a strong, independent person who does things for themselves, by themselves, a lot of people don't like that because there's not that many kind of people out there, right? A lot of people, like, and again, I'm not saying that it's all that, but it's because I've had to. I fucking got left standing at a fucking bus stop at 3 years old, holding my cold blankie and my Barbie, and my sister and my mom boarding the bus, and I'm like, oh, I guess I follow. You know what I mean? And it's like, I never had that caretaker. And the one that I did have, the ones were very abusive, right? And like I said, I know that there are other people obviously like me. I'm not that special. We're all special, like I said, but I'm special in a way that I am able to just do these things by myself and not have it and do it. I don't know a lot of people that just, like, I took myself to the paranormal circus, right? There's not a lot of people that do things like that just by themselves, right? And so I think that people see that in the fact that I dance to work and I balance and I sing when I want, and I don't care. I'll dance in the meetings. I don't care. And people think that, like, if you're not, I don't know, people just don't like it. And I don't care anymore. I decided the other day, there was this girl at my work, and she's being really fucking mean to me. There's a lot of them that are really fucking mean to me. But this particular one that's being fucking mean to me, and here's the deal. I do not judge people because of their fucking teeth. We know that. These are fake as fuck, and my teeth were fucking from doing meth and all those things, bulimia, drinking, all those things. My teeth were fucking shot. So I'm not judging anybody for their teeth. But I'm going to say to you, when somebody with rotten fucking teeth who looks like a fucking crackhead is being a bitch and judging me, they can kiss my fucking ass. Because I was you and I fucking pulled myself out of there. So fuck off. Fuck off. Oh yeah, and fuck off. Oh, and one more time. fuck off. That said, I say that. See, that's out of anger and that's out of insecurity of mine. Because in reality, if I look at it and I see her and I put myself in her, sure. I'm like, I looked at it the other day and I looked around my house, which is fucking amazing down here. It's great. I love it. I've got, I don't like the fact that it's in the middle of town, but I've got like a sliding glass door with bamboo and all. I've got a lot of things that are old and they're falling down around. It's not new and it needs work, but it's still pretty amazing, right? Like, we have an amazing life, right? And I know that I have an amazing life. I mean, I do, really. I have a really amazing life. And it just finally fucking occurred to me. I'm like, wait a minute, you paddleboard, you dance on the beach, you create your own overalls, you make plants. I started out with like 5 plants and I've made 4 or 5 plants out of like there was 1 plant, now I've got like 1, 2, 3. So I made 3 more from one, 6 from one, or 3 more from another one, 3 more from another one, 3 more from another one. So all these plants were made like from 3 plants, and I've got like 1, 2, 3. I've got like, I don't know, 14 plants. So I keep making plants, I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. I don't want to stop making plants. I like it. I like when I can make plants. I mean, I'm obviously not making them. Nature's making them. But I'm repotting them and I have lots of them, right? And so it's like, I'm really amazing and I'm able to do these things, right? Like, I am still, like, at my age, the fact that I can get up on a paddleboard just taught myself to do it. The fact that I can get up and down off of the ground at work, Someone said to me the other day, he was like, getting up after getting down is hard. And I'm like, you just got to do it slower. You get 62. And he's like, you don't move like any 62-year-old I know. I'm like, well, good. Thank you. I'm glad. I don't want to. I actually was thinking about this the other day. My mom, so my son is 26, right? And I'm going to say my mom is 83. So if we took 20 years from that, that would be 63, 65. My mom was about 65 when we went to Disneyland with my son. And my mom couldn't walk Disneyland, right? I'm not fucking happy. No, that won't happen to me. 3 years from now, I'll be able to walk Disneyland as good as anybody can walk Disneyland, So I hope. I'm going to continue to keep trying. Anyway, I said I was going to go. Ugh, this is stupid too. Erica Kirk. Ugh. Ugh. Don't buy this, do buy that. This is my feed. Right? Brit invasion. The end is near. See, National Enquirer. National Enquirer. And even if the end of Trump is near, what the fuck does that mean? So what? All of the people that allowed this to happen are still there. He's gonna die, we know. And his end is near, we know. But all the people that have allowed this to happen are still there. That is the problem. The problem, he's just like the pus of the wart. I don't know. Not wart, pimple, whatever. That's stupid. What time is it? Oh my god, it's only 11. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Except for I see these and I think it's great, and then I think of how sad if somebody wasn't there. It's going to archive it and delete it. is it with this? I'm kind of fighting. Alright, I'm gonna go back outside and play with my dogs for a while and paint some stuff, and if I can maybe figure out how to get my stupid camera. Let me try. Oh, look at that. I would love to save something like that. Wouldn't that be amazing? Okay, I'm gonna go. Like I said, everything's stupid. Trump is stupid. The world is stupid. I'm hoping things get better. I don't know if this war is ever going to end just because they say it is it? The Strait of Hormuz, what's going to happen? Gas is expensive. Food is expensive. It's okay though, I still need to lose 10, 15 more pounds to get back to my fighting weight. So, and I need to start working out more. I need to start lifting weights. Maybe I should do a weightlifting program on YouTube. What do you think? Except for I don't have any weights in my hands. I could lift weights while I'm standing on the balance board. Here, lifting weights for 60 on the balance board. Oh, shit. Sorry. That's fun though. See, I can't put on music though, because if I do music, then I'll get fucking blocked. Holy. Alright, I'm gonna go. Alright, peace out. And again, today is June. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do before I go? Hold on. Okay. Let me. If I can figure out what I'm doing. I need to start writing again. I said this the other day. I hate this, Grammarly. I fucking hate it so bad. I accidentally downloaded it once and now it pops up on everything, even though I tried to uninstall it. It just, it's upsetting to me. So I wrote something. June 1st, 2026. Oh, this was when I was writing. Tungsten Shay moves through the day knowing she has been given the rare privilege of creation. Not many have this power, and she cherishes the knowledge that she is one of the chosen. Ooh, speaking. Let's try this again. Tungsten Shay. Oh, you know what I want to try? Ha ha ha. Let me try something. Where's my... This. Is it working? That's this, right? Is that this? What's this? I don't know if this is a Yeti. It says blue on it. It's working. Whatever. I think that's that one. Let me see. Let me turn the volume all the way down. Hello? Huh. Properties, and then I'm going to go back to the other one though. Oh, that's the camera. Okay. Huh. Oh, mother of God. I won't do that again. I shouldn't play around with it. That was... Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, I was gonna... For many years, she was unsure of what it was that made her apart from others. She never felt... a sense of belonging. I can type. She never felt grounded. Always shifting. Okay, here we go. Ooh, how's this? Let's see. Okay, speak. Tungsten Shay moves through the day, knowing she has been given the rare privilege of creation. Not many have this power, and she cherishes the knowledge that she is one of the chosen. For many years, she was unsure of what it was that made her apart from others. She never felt grounded, things always shifting, life feeling uneven. Under her feet, period there. Make that a capital. And life feeling uneven like sand under her. Wait, hold on. Okay. Let me see. Never feeling grounded, comma. Life always shifting like sand under her feet. And I have to say, I am learning to stand on one foot in the sand when it shifts under my feet. So, okay. Tungsten Shay moves through the day knowing she has been given the rare privilege of creation. Not many have this power, and she cherishes the knowledge that she is one of the chosen. For many years, she was unsure of what it was that made her apart from others. Okay. I don't like that. For many years, she was unsure of what it was that set her apart. Set her apart from others. She never felt grounded, life always shifting like sand under her feet. Let's see. Let me see. Taking a deep breath, she steps into the sunlight, leaving behind the feeling of oppression. Ah! When what are the words I'm looking for? I'll change it. Okay. Tungsten Shay moves through the day knowing she has been given the rare privilege of creation. Not many have this power, and she cherishes the knowledge that she is one of the chosen. Not many... Okay, I want this to be new knowledge. Okay, for many... oh, here we go. So it is that set her apart from others. She never felt grounded. Okay, taking a deep breath, she steps into sunlight behind the feeling of... There we go. This is it. Okay. Taking a deep breath, she steps into the sunlight, leaving behind the feeling of oppression she feels when doing the work for others. She is longed for the day she is independent of the... That's not the word I wanted there, but it's okay. She has longed for the day she is independent, free of the independent, comma, free from the clock or the time, free from the, how do I want to put this? She has longed for the day she is independent, free from the time limits put on her by the societal, how do you spell societal? Societal norms. More to her, comma, to her, these are things made by man to control the few, made by powerful men to control the few. Okay, let me see. Now she's going to be from another planet, somewhere in here, I think. Okay. Tungsten shame moves through the day knowing she has been given the rare privilege of creation. Yes, because she's going to be able to create something to save us from this fucking mess we're in. I don't know what. I don't know how, but we're going to figure out. It's going to be something to do with art and dancing and being free. And there's going to be a commune involved, I think. Maybe that's it. She's just going to create something that escapes us from this fucking mess, right? I'll do it here since I can't seem to really do it. Because what I see in my head is better than this. I mean, like I said, I appreciate what I have and I love what I have, and I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the world in general. Like, what I see in my head is better than this. What I see in my head is maybe how it used to be, where people actually cared about each other, and it wasn't all about just stuff, right? It's like I was looking the other day. Okay, I look around my house. Okay, I've got a picture that we bought on a trip to, I think it was Mexico, by a famous Japanese artist. Here, I'll do this with my camera. Okay, so there's this picture. Okay, that we bought for my son, and it was expensive at the time, and it's probably worth some money. He's got paperwork on it, but whatever. Okay, then over here, I made that. That's a picture that someone gave to me from the school. I made that. I made everything, like, and then I go through my house and it's like, I made that. I'm making that. I made all the plants. I made that in the hallway. My mom made that I bought my son. So most of the stuff, I made that. Most of the stuff in my house, all the shelves, I made everything on my shelves back there. So I buy stuff so that I can make the stuff that I like for my, like, everything just about on my walls or in my house, outside of like dishes and things, which I've got very few of because I don't need a lot of shit, right? But my house is surrounded with things that I've made, right? It's not, and thankfully I'm not like a one-trick pony. I don't just paint paintings. I've got sculptures. I got stuff made out of soup cans up over there. I got dragonflies. 1, 2, 3. How many dragonflies? I got dragonflies hanging all over my house. 1, 2, 3 there. I got a couple back in my bedroom. I've got a rainbow hanging back there that I made. I've got an octopus hanging back there that I made. I've got some birds back there that I made. I've just got, like, everything around my house is stuff that I made. And it's like, I look at all the stuff that people are buying and it's cheap shit, right? It's like, okay, yeah, I could I could sell my stuff, but my stuff is expensive because it takes time to make when you could buy something similar for less money, but it's cheap shit, right? And it's like the cheap things that I buy don't really last around the house. They break but that picture back there my mom made, you know, the plants, like I said, I feel like I made, except for the first 4 or 5 I bought. I think there was only a couple, you know, so it's, I don't know. Okay, I'm going back to my story. Okay. I was gonna quit streaming, but I don't know. I'm by myself, so. Look at this. My lips. I'm getting older. You know what I have to say though, and I'm glad about this. I think it's true. When I I look at pictures of me now when I was a young girl, and I'm kind of mad at myself because I really thought that I was ugly, and I really wasn't. You know, I was treated very, very badly. I was left out in the country. I was, you know, to walk home. I mean, more than once. I was left lots of places to walk home more than once. And like in the middle of the night, like after out, I remember one time this guy it was across Davis, all the way across fucking town. He took my friend home on his motorcycle and said he would come back to get me. And then when he came back to get me, he said he was out of gas and I had to walk home. Jim Stiers did that to me. Fucking yeah. And it was like, I don't know, we had been partying at his house. So it was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was maybe 13, 14. No, I might have been living on my own. So I was 15. No, I don't think I was. You know what? That motherfucker, I wonder how far he made me walk. It was a couple of miles. You know? Yeah. God. Let me see if I can. I'm going to do. Okay, so I've got the Oasis Ballroom in Davis, California. Okay, so it was past that, but I'm going to find out when it was. I want to get the directions. Oh no, the Oasis wasn't in Davis. It was called the Graduate. The Oasis was in Sacramento. The Graduate, Davis, California. That's what I want. The bar. Oh, it's permanently closed. That's okay. I want to know the address. Huh. There we go. 805 Russell Boulevard, Davis, California. So I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to go. Let's do. Where's the North Davis Park in Davis, California? There we go, North Davis Park. Let's take a look at that and see if that's the park I want. Well, now there's turtles there. Huh. Let me see. I'm trying to think how big. It doesn't really matter. He made me walk a long way. So I've been treated bad all my life. I'm kind of used to it. Okay, so Davis, California is about 10 square miles. So it was literally from one end of Davis to the other. So maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles. Anyway. It's kind of funny. That guy was such a dick. He treated me so bad. He was such a fucking dick. God. There was him, and there was fucking Don Bryant. He was a fucking dick, too. He got me drunk one time on fucking this nasty... So one time, Don Bryant, yeah. That guy, too. Fucking A. He was like 18. He was 18, and I was like 13, I think. It was about that. There was quite an age difference. Well, it's not even that. He shouldn't have been fucking with me. We knew that. There was Rocky Garcia. Rocky, you shouldn't have been fucking with me. You're a fucking full-grown man, and I was a little girl. You know what I mean? It's like they... Anyway, beside the point. I remember one time my sister was having this party, and this other fucking dude, this big biker dudes that she used to have, there was Jim Athos and Mark Turner, used to come over, and they would bring their motorcycles and tear out my mom's front lawn and shit. But anyway, one night they came over to a party, and they were fucking chasing me around the house and shit, and I was hiding from them in a closet, and I finally ended up going over to Don Brian's house, thinking, right, he got me all drunk on this grape wine and took me in the back of his car and tried to have sex with me, and I got sick and puked all over his car. Purple grape wine all over a white back seat of his car. And I'm like going over there to escape these guys, or I'm hiding in a closet and he fucking gets me drunk and tries to have sex with me. You know, it's like, and I'm fucking 13. It's just like, fuck, you know? And now those people are running our country. Isn't that fucking sad? You know what I mean? It's like, and creating wars and taking all of our tax dollars and spending it on blue shit that won't stay on the bottom of a pool, and a golden ballroom, and a jet, and trips for his kids, and trips for his granddaughters, and his sons' companies that are fucking buying things to create this war. They don't want to end this fucking war. They're making too much money off of this war. Okay, I'm going back to writing my book. Oh, I can't anymore. I can't. I wish I could make my camera work outside. It's really nice. But I keep saying I'm gonna go, but I'm feeling lonely today, computer. And I know there's booze upstairs. Shepherd's deleted for her anyway. So, oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. Folder. All right. I'm gonna wear my black tutu to work the other day. Some people that didn't like me before. You know, it's funny though, there's another person I work with named Kay. Kay is a tall person. Kay is eccentric. Kay wears a tutu. Everybody loves Kay. I wear a tutu. They'll be mean to me. Not everybody though. And I guess, like I said, the people that are mean to me are just jealous because they wish that they could do it. I don't know. Or they wish that they would. I don't know. Okay. Oh, wait. I have to read something I wrote. Embracing the storm. Wow. When did I write this? Do I even have a date on this? 2022? Wow. Okay. Let's see. To tame the enmity. The state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. The state of feeling of being actively opposed or hostile. So it's the, oh, okay. The fight between me. Okay, what did I write? Okay, let's see. I need to get a new mouse. This one sucks. To tame the one inside who approaches the unknown with a wall of enmity and fear is to understand and love them. Open-mindedly allowing ourselves to view ourselves from another perspective restores our confidence and lights our way forward on this path. This light quiets the unrealistic fear which was created from the cloth of who we once were. This is the part we hold close, as it is the core of who we have become. We must always give equal time. Stand tall, believe in who you are, become intimate with your fears. Know you as we are all, a flawed being with a beautiful soul. Wow, I surprise myself sometimes. Okay. I need to get a new mouse with a beautiful soul. No action you create is worth ill will. That is so true. See? See? You're such a fucking weirdo. See, I'm not bad. I wrote it. That means it's true. Because I wrote it down. So that means I'm not a bad person, right? Isn't that what that means? Because I wrote those words. Okay. You know, as we are, as we are all a flawed being with, as we are all a flawed, oh, no, duh. I wrote it and I'm reading it backwards. It's okay. I do that. See? I'm partially dyslexic. People don't think that there's a such thing, but there is, and it's me. I'm just partially broken. Well, that's not true. I'm broken. We're all broken. Everyone's broken. Everything is broken. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to start again. Oh, you know what I should do? I've been threatening in my mind to do this. I have a... I cannot step on my thing would be a good idea. Okay, so let's see. I need a better one. Walter's like, what are we doing? I heard you making noise out here. Walter. Oh, where am I going to put this? Okay. Oh, I have too much junk on my desk. Okay. Okay. So, now. Let's see. I don't know if this would go with words. Here's one. I'm gonna have to make a song. Okay, I like that, but I need to write it down or I'll forget. And then I'll have to do. Wait a minute, what did I do? Not like that, I didn't. Okay. So I'm going. So try this. Okay. I need to write it down. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think it goes. Okay, it doesn't go with the words. Let me try this again. Okay. Oof. Okay. Oops. Breathe. To tame the one inside who approaches the unknown with a wall of enmity is... Okay. To tame the one inside who approaches the unknown with a wall of enmity and fear. I'm gonna have to put something else there. That word's... I don't like it. I don't know why I liked it. Well, because it's the hostility inside of you. The battle within. To tame the one inside who approaches the unknown with a wall of something. Of discomfort. Of hostility. It's hostility, really. So instead of saying hostility, I'm saying enmity because I don't want to say hostility. Okay, so it's the right word. Okay. To tame the one inside who approaches the unknown with a wall of enmity and fear is to understand and love them. Open-mindedly allowing ourselves to view ourselves from another perspective restores... That should not be a comma. Okay. Open-mindedly, comma there. Open-mindedly allowing ourselves to view ourselves from another perspective restores our confidence and light. Wait, put a comma there. Restores our confidence and lights our way forward on this path. This light quiets the unrealistic fear which was created. I need a new mouse. God damn it. This light quiets the unrealistic fear which was created from the cloth of who we once were. I don't know about that. Who we once were is who we always were. The child inside. There we go. The child inside. right? Who we once were, which is who we once were, the child we once were, the child inside. Okay, this is my way now. Our inner child. You should take this with me to the beach. Open-mindedly allowing ourselves to view ourselves from another perspective restores our confidence and lights our way forward on this path. This light quiets the unrealistic fear which was created from the cloth which was created from the cloth of the child we once were, from the I don't know what to put there. Okay, whatever. Okay, this light quiets the unrealistic fear which was created from the cloth of who we once were. Well, that's fine. This is a part we hold close, as it is the core of who we have become. I'm such a dumbass. I'm trying to change things, and if I would just continue to read on. Okay, and this is my own writing. Okay. This is a part of who we hold close, as it is the core of who we have become. We must always give equal time. Stand tall. All right, I'm starting all over. That's how this goes. It's freaking... Oh, it's this one. I am adrift in the empty, vast space of uncertainty. My mind is moving from one thought to the next in a whirl of despair and hope tangled into one. Wow. 2/24/2022. I haven't written for a while. I need to start writing. Awash with hope. I am awash with hope. Waking in one moment of essential despair only to have life gift me, the universe working as the universe does. In this day, I am feeling the light which burns in my soul ignite. It is pushing up from within, growing brighter with each breath that I am taking. All of who I am pulling together on this path of becoming, each searching for their own light on this journey. I'm allowing each piece of me to find their place, allowing all to belong. I am embracing my instinctual self, listening to each piece of me, giving all time, becoming. I am letting my artist spirits go. I am giving them freedom to explore at will. I believe in them. They are my light. They lead the way to my vision, moving me forward with their force. The path they forge, my destiny. Okay, I'm fucking good. I am good. Like, am I deluded? Am I fucking deluded? Or is this stuff, is it just because it makes sense to me? I wonder if it would touch other people. I feel like I've got a talent, right? And now I've got time. Now I've got fucking time and I'm doing this. And I want my mom to come here. And I want her to experience this with me so that she can die knowing what she created. Because I'm really fucking amazing. And whether anyone else knows it or not, I know that I'm good, right? Like, I am talented. I write well. I paint well. I make plants. Everything around me is of my creation. And it's so funny because these are happy tears. By the way. Now I just cry because this poor girl I work with is crying too. The other day, I'll get on set in a second, but the other day I was thinking about this, and when I was really, really young, we came to the Oregon coast, and I don't remember a lot about it, but I feel like I saw me here. You know what I mean? I remember this vision of a woman that was really strong, standing there by herself, right, on the beach. And, of course, in my vision, the person has long hair, but whatever. In my vision, I have long, flowy gray hair. That's who Chazelle Tungsten has long, flowy gray hair, right? In my vision. But it's like I remember that, right? And it's like, and I'm here. It's me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I realized that a couple of months ago when I was talking to this guy in Match who was really mean to me. I talked about that. He was such a fucking prick. Ugh. And a liar. a liar. He was a liar too. And by the way, he lied. No. But anyway, see, and this is the thing. I don't lie. I fucking tell you how it is. I'm just like, bah. Well, I don't. I mean, I guess I lie sometimes if it's. I try not to. I usually don't, though. The only time I really lie. I'm trying to remember the last time I told a lie. I thought it was about stealing cake or something. Like I was like, the ants got to it. That was the last lie I told. I told Michaela that the ants got to her cake, but actually I ate it. So those are the kind of lies I tell. Not about anything important, like who I am. I'm a cake thief. And I'm staying away from the alcohol, which I'm proud of myself for. And I'm sure now, because I fucking got pissed, I was like, why would you do this? I said, halt. You know, he's like, I don't even know what you mean by that. And then he went off and came on fucking glued. My child did. I was talking about the booze upstairs. Sorry, I got distracted on a bunch of stuff. Anyway, what was I talking about? Happy tears, crying. Oh, yeah, I was talking to that guy that was mean to me. I can't remember his name now, and I don't even care. But anyway, I told him that story about like it was me standing there, and I started realizing it, looking around, right? Like we wanted to sell this place and stuff, but the more I look around at this, it's like, no, it's not on this big land like I wanted and things like that. That said, I am surrounded by me. Everything in this house, down here in this space, even when I went back upstairs, like, is surrounded by me. Things that I've made and put up, and you know, it's like, I love it. The light is great. Being down here, like when I have this time, I can open the door and the dogs can go out front. I mean, it's not, we don't have ducks and stuff for them to chase or whatever. He's a farm dog. I feel bad about Walter, but even he's been so conditioned now that even if we had land with shit he could chase, he would need for me to throw the toy for him. It would not matter. But I mean, so I don't know. I mean, my life is really good and I just want to hold on to it and all this stuff that is happening. And what really makes me sad is that I am talented, right? And I want to be able to, like, why is it that I have to do, like, I don't mind cleaning. It's fine. I don't mind working outside of my art. It would be nice if I could make a living, like if I could have in my lifetime, right, made a living doing what I do. I think that I could have been very successful had I been nurtured in the right way, right? And it's like, as all of us, though, I'm not just speaking for me. See, everything's a fucking mess, and now they're in charge. Like all of those things I was talking about earlier, like hiding in the closet, and like Don, Brian, that dude too. I found out later because I like to sing, right? And I think I'm okay. I'm not great, but I don't know that had I not been given the chance that I wouldn't have been great, right? And it's like, I found out later that he used to change the station when I would sing because he didn't want me singing. And I had read a book, I think it was called From Surviving to Thriving or something like that, The Artist's Way. And it talks about people in your life who stifled you. And I was like, I can't think of anyone because I never really tried to be artistic with anyone but my art teacher in high school, and she was very, very supportive. My mom has never been supportive of anything. My son has never been supportive of anything. You know, my son looks at my work and goes, and I'm like, okay, I guess you don't like it. You know, we have very different tastes, but I don't know, it just saddens me that a couple of people that got lucky have all this fucking money that drives the rest of the people that, like, I read these posts a lot on Reddit where they say, you know, if we were given, like, let's say universal income, or if we were given the freedom to do what made us happy, there are people that would want to do the job, every job. I like cleaning, but I would want to do art as well. No, I'm not saying I couldn't do both of those things, right? It's like, it's a give and take. I mean, not everybody can get stuck with the shitty jobs, but they do. That's the thing. See, I don't understand that. It's like, you guys have all this money. I hate it. Okay, shush. Now I'm going off again. I'm going to read again. Okay. All right, this is what I started reading. To tame the enmity inside. So the enmity is the state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to something. Oh yeah, work. Never mind. I'm gonna do this again. There was a little girl I work with, and this is another reason why I know that now for sure that I've got a target. Although she didn't verify my name, but she said to me, we were talking and she said something about hating hearing them talk at night, and she's like, they've targeted people, blah blah blah. And then I was talking to her some more a couple days later, and I guess it was about a week later, and she has become a target, right? And she may have spoke up, who knows, she may have said something because she and I get along, but they've been targeting me for a while. They've been targeting me pretty much since day fucking one, and it's because one person did not like me because I skipped. Period. That's where that started, and I know it. I saw it when it happened. I knew it was going to start, and it started. And maybe I create that, maybe. Or maybe I'm just smart and I'm intuitive, and I can tell when people are fucking resentful and hateful. And I know what they're going to do because they've done it all my life. Could be that too. But anyway, beside the point. This other girl, she's really cute, sweet girl. I mean, seems nice enough. But anyway, she said something about being a target, and she said she's been crying for days. And I said, oh God, I'm so sorry. So I've been crying for days. Everything's a mess. I understand you. I'm sorry. I said, things are very unfortunate, and I'm sorry you're feeling that way, because I know, you know. And so she says, yeah, I've become a target. And I said, Jen, I'm sorry. I said, I pretty much have been a target from the beginning. And she said, yeah, I'm an aggressor. And then we had been walking away from each other, and she said, that's what they're saying. And I didn't get a chance to tell her, which next time I see her, I will tell her, I have been called an aggressor all my life. And you know why? I just said why. Because I go places by myself, because I stand up for myself, because I do not. If people, like when I was working in the restaurant industry, right, when I pulled myself up out of the abuse that I suffered working in the restaurant industry, like I was raped repeatedly by one boss in particular, right? And it's like, hindsight, that's what that was. He knew I was drunk. He would come over when I was fucking drunk out of my mind. He would get me drunk out of my mind. And then he would give me these back massages that would work into sex. He was married. He was fucking raping me. He knew what he was doing, right? And I was drunk. He was my boss. It doesn't even matter. All of those things. It was wrong, right? And then I suffered abuse by the other boss beside him that took me into a fucking broom closet one day and screamed at me for 20 minutes because I went home and changed my pants. Well, no, I wore the wrong pants. When I went home to change them, I was crying on my way home. When I came back, my eyes were red from crying, so he fucking yelled at me, you know, for 20 minutes or whatever. You know, he used to, like I would be walking, yeah, this was Troy Schneider, by the way, Overland Express, Troy Schneider, abusive. Lenny, fucking Overland Express, he's not there anymore, abusive. Those people were abusive. Mac was a great guy. He was good. Renee was a product of that place. She was good too. She was fucked up, all of us were, but they were abusive. Those people were abusive. Troy Schneider is very abusive. His wife, Cheryl, that girl, she fucking threw rolls at me. Here we are in the middle of a fucking lunch rush, right? And I've got these big ass fucking trays full. They would put me in the bar, which seats like 30 people, and they would fill it all at once. And then I would have to wait on it. And they thought it was funny. Troy would literally kick my feet when I was walking. He would kick my foot out from under me when I'd be walking with a big tray full of food, which is, thank you, because I'm good with balance now, Troy. So thank you for that. But I would also be really busy like that, and his wife would be the expediter, and I'd be like, oh, I need a roll on this. So she'd fucking throw it across the room at me. You know, it's like, so I suffered a lot of those abuses, right? And I suffered that, like, my whole, like, this walking in the bathroom the other day that happened to me. I got trapped in the basement by one guy, fucking standing there jacking off in the basement with his hand up like this when I'm like 16 years old in the basement at McDonald's. I talked about this. So I've suffered all these things, right? So when I went back to college and I got a degree, a bachelor's degree that I worked my fucking ass off for, I thought, right, that I deserved to be that I worked my way up from that, right? That I worked my way out of that type of a culture, right? only to find out that it's just as bad in a different way, right? Like the abuses then are from a lot of women. Women in power are the fucking worst sometimes. They can be the most abusive fucking women. It blows me away. I'm like, why would you, like the woman I'm working with right now, most of them, besides when I worked at EPS, that was men, which those are misogynistic pigs that were targeting me there. But at the colleges, it's been women. At the Department of Corrections, it was women. At all the colleges, it's everywhere. It's been women that have targeted me. And it's women in power. And it's like, they see me as a threat, which really blows me away because I don't want their fucking job. I don't care about them. But for some reason, because I'm strong, they see that with me coming in, I become a threat, right? And as soon as I become a threat, they start treating me like shit. And as soon as they start treating me like shit, I regress back to a 3-year-old and I lose my fucking shit. Then I lose my shit. And then it's like 3 to 12, somewhere within that range. But I lose control over being able to tell them not to fuck off, right? Like, I can no longer be like, go fuck yourself. I've been treated this way all my life and I'm not doing it anymore, right? And so it's really hard for me to not tell people to go fuck themselves when they treat me poorly because of the fact that I did suffer all those abuses, right? I mean, I fucking was living on the streets more than once. I was a fucking drug addict. I didn't shoot up. And the only reason that I didn't shoot up was because I knew if I shot up, I would never come back from it. And I think that the people that were around me that were shooting up knew that as well. So they never offered it to me, right? Had they offered it to me, that might have, well, thank God they didn't. They didn't. Right? Nobody offered it to me. I know people around me were doing that, but they didn't offer it and I didn't do it. But I did snort it and I did smoke it and I did a lot of things for it. And I did a lot of things I'm not going to say, well, I'm ashamed of, yeah. I did some things that weren't really nice, you know, for my drugs. For the most part, I worked for them. But I did do a couple of things that were a little sketch, you know. I tried not to, though. I tried to really just work. Like, there was a commercial back when I was really, really high in my addiction, and there was a guy in a bathroom stall, and he was going in a circle saying, I work for my addiction type thing, and he's going in circles in this bathroom stall. I think it was like a cocaine one or something, and that was me. I mean, I worked for my addiction. You know, that's what I did. I've always worked multiple jobs, always. When I was a kid, 12 years old, I was cleaning lots of houses and mowing lawns, and it went from there. You know, when I was working at Carl's Jr.'s, I was still cleaning houses. I mean, I started supporting myself at 15, so I've been, well, even younger than that, really. I mean, my mom gave me, I think, $5 a week allowance, but if I wanted something, I worked for it. So, and now here we are. And we have these silver spoon fucking children who, like all those abuses that I suffered are still going on. They, you know, and we've tried to bring attention to them, and we tried to stop them from happening. And now they're doing stuff like they're taking, what was it? Is it Harriet Truman? Who was it that they, somebody, an African American? I mean, they're just fucking taking everything away. And it's like, and I mean, the billionaires, you know, the billionaire class and the people that are creating AI. I said something on Reddit the other day about how all these things are supposed to make our lives easier and that we worked really hard for this. And somebody said, what do you mean we? What did you do? Well, I'll tell you what, motherfucker. I fucking worked all my life and paid my fucking taxes. That's what I did that makes me a part of the we class. Right? Those motherfuckers are living off us. We are not living off of them. They are fucking sucking off of us. They are the parasites. We are not. It's been a day. I've been talking to my computer for a while. I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's been a thing. It's been a thing. I don't know. I just need to not let, like, things affect me. Like, when, I don't know. I know I'm amazing, and I need to remember that, you know, and all this other stuff, like this little girl at work with the fucking rotten teeth that was treating me like shit the other day. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Fuck her. The boss that treats me like shit, fuck her. The cashier lady that treats me like shit, fuck her. You know, fuck them. The ones that are pouring fucking pounds of liquid in the garbage, fuck them. And then we couldn't even throw it into the garbage because brand new store, right? Brand new fucking store. This blows me away. It's so funny that this is like a multi-million-dollar company and they so don't have their shit together at all. I mean, it's like they make these things that were... So what was I going to say? Okay, first off, the trash compactor is broken, which we just got. It's a brand new store. The trash compactor now is broken. So that big bag full of liquid has been sitting there for like 3 days waiting to get thrown out. So probably stinks like holy hell. So I really hope that whoever throws it away, because they put it in this wire thing, and I said, don't put it there, because if you put it in there, it's going to tear when it comes out. And if it tears open, there's going to be liquid everywhere. Nobody listened to me. So hopefully that won't happen, because they typically don't listen to me. And then it turns out that I'm right. On things like that. I mean, shit. It's the bags. Probably whatever it was is eaten through the bags already. These bags are paper thin. You know what I'm saying? It's going to rip coming out of a wire thing. But anyway, beside the point. They make these cards to put like on the items like there's Nicole Simpson or I don't even know if she died. there's Martha Stewart. There's these cards. Right? Well, the cards have to go in a file cabinet, right? Well, they're made like a 1/4 inch too tall for the file cabinet to close properly. And I'm like, however, they sent us file folders and things to put them in there. So I think if we could put them in there, if each one had an individual green thing and a file, instead we've had, you know, the green slots that go in there. There's like 3 to 4 of them per green. If there was one per green, they would probably fit okay. But because there's not, and they're crammed in there, they're not fitting, right? And nobody's solving this, right? And those kinds of things drive me crazy. This is a multi-million-dollar company. We shouldn't have to, because someone's going to do it and get irritated and pull the fucking filing cabinet down on themselves because you can't get it to open. And it's like, you know, it's funny. So, but I'm like, I go to mention it, and this is the thing that infuriates me. I go to mention it. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to put these away, but this doesn't. Oh, I know. We can't figure out what to do about that. Okay, well, can we try? Can we not just fucking ignore it? Because ignoring a problem does not make it go away. And how, like our president, he thinks that too. I don't know how many people are like that. Like my son. This is another thing. I was talking about this earlier. They're upstairs, not doing shit, not helping with the dogs. They got their cat. They're doing whatever. They're off at a concert. They're going off to the lakes. They're off to the lake over there. She says, oh, wouldn't it be nice if the backyard was fixed up so my 4-year-old could go out there and play? I'm like, yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Quit going to the fucking lake and go do the backyard, right? They don't, like, it's like, I'm not going to do that. They are renting that space up there with that backyard. They are responsible for that. I take care of this side yard. I can take care of the front yard, and this side yard. They've got maybe, they don't have as much as me. I have more, right? Because I used to do all of it, but I'm not doing the backyard anymore. They live up there. That's their house. Fuck them. When they lived down here, I did it all, but I'm not doing it anymore. Fuck them. There's 2 of them. They went and got a fucking cat. She's 23. He's 26. I'm 62. They work. Yeah, I think they might work full time. I don't know, but I worked full time. I raised my son. I worked 2 jobs. I did all the yard work. I went to school full time, and I was in my 40s. So their 23-year-old fucking asses can skip going to the lake and do the yard work. Just saying. I was going to talk about that earlier, so I'm getting it out. Getting it all out. If I get it all out, I might keep this running all day long, because there's a lot of shit. I'll go do something, and then I'll think about some more stuff, and I'll probably talk about it some more, because literally, I am, there goes an airplane. I am frustrated, but I am excited to go paddleboarding tomorrow. Like I said, I was going to go today, but it's Father's Day, and there's going to be a bunch of people up there, and I really don't like a lot of people around. I like some because I don't want to drown and be about my have them not see me, or maybe someone try to save me. But I don't like it when there's, and I mean, it's Father's Day, it's going to be crowded, and it's nice, and it's Sunday. So, anyway, let me see, is this my GoPro? Gotta make sure it's charged. Alright, see, I can just set it up in my truck window, right? Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't be a great view, but it would be better than nothing. So, I'm going to charge it. My son said he was going to buy it from me and get me a phone, which is better for me, but, yeah. You know, he says lots of stuff. He's not good at follow through either. I'm not going to say that that makes me happy. That's one thing that really irritates me anymore, is that people are not good with follow through. Like, they say one thing and words don't mean anything. And I've always been pretty good at follow through. Pretty good. What I say to other people, I'm not always good to follow through with what I say for myself, I guess. Because, like, before I'm like, oh, I'm going to stream more and I'm going to exercise more, and although I am. So, I guess, you know, I'm pretty good at follow through. Where's my coffee cup? Okay, now let's do it again. That's cold. No food. Not yet. You guys already ate. You guys are piglets. Piglets, I say. Are you a piglet? It's kind of getting cold, you guys, that wind. Oh, it's cold. It's getting chilly. Chilly, the wind's getting cold. Okay, so I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm gonna go. Wait, I got texts I need to respond to 2 hours ago. Oh, it's been 2 hours. I've been streaming that fucking long. Wow. Okay. Hey, I'm really sorry I didn't get back to you yesterday. It was crazy that I'm completely spaced out. Would you want to do something Thursday after 1? Yes. That's okay. It was really cool to see Kid Cutie, but the people were hella annoying, kept going in and out of our row, standing in the way, etc. Okay. Does that mean you're okay? Oh. Oh, yeah, people can be, well, you know. Are you guys on your way home or what? I send this and then it's there, and if I fucking stupid phone. See this too, Electron. Hold on. It's still recording me. Stop. I'm not. There. Electronics are sucking. They're fucking. I mean, you know, it's like love-hate, right? Like I'm sitting here talking to a fucking computer, so I have a love-hate. That said, had things not gotten to this point, maybe I would be talking to a person. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I've never had a person. So, that's not true. I have some people I'm talking to right now. Yeah, I'd understand if you were too tired after. No, not at all. No, not at all. I would love to go on a hike. I think it would be awesome, and I could probably use it. We could just meet in the parking lot of my work if you want. Behind the gym. I'm gonna go hiking. That's my son's ex-girlfriend, Michaela, that I'm going hiking with. I feel bad because I talked to her about Rylan. But the thing about, here's the good, so it's a good and bad thing. Because I don't want to hurt her by telling her the things that are happening, like upstairs, like the cat. She wanted to get a cat for so long. He was like, no, which we were going to move. And then my mom, something's happening with my mom and the war. There are a lot of reasons why we're not moving, right? But I'm hoping my mom's going to move here. I'm hoping really, really bad that I can talk her into it. But anyway, and the war, like I said. But anyway, you know, when they decided to get a cat, I'm like pissed, and I don't have any friends or anyone to talk to about it, and be like, I'm not okay with the fact that they did that. You know, there's been I don't know. I'm just not okay with it. It's like when we're gone, I don't know. I felt like it should have waited a little bit longer. But they haven't even been together 6 months, and she's moved in and they got a cat, right? You know, that's what I mean. It's like, it's so fast. But everything has kind of been accelerated since COVID, I guess. And I don't know, I've moved in with people quickly, but it was a mistake. And he just moved out of one that he moved in with quickly right into another one. So, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go hiking with his ex-girlfriend. Because, whatever. I'm down. I tried doing this 4 to 6 hour hike and got so scared 2 hours in. The sounds of the tree swings. It can do that sometimes when you're out there by yourself. I know I need to get myself some mace. Maybe we should look for some of that on Thursday too. I want to get some mace. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to keep it on me at work. I'm sure that they don't feel okay with that, but I do not fucking care. That fucking janitor ever fucking does something like that to me again. That just freaks me out. He creeped me out before that. You know, like I was uncomfortable with him. I was starting to get uncomfortable with him. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I could tell something was weird, right? It just wasn't feeling right. He was feeling uncomfortable. Then he fucking followed me into the bathroom. You don't fucking do that. Like, I was so close to almost in the stall, you know? I almost haven't closed down, though. I had to pee really bad. I don't know about other women, but a lot of times, especially with overalls, man, you start stripping as soon as you get into the bathroom because you gotta go, you know? And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I need to get some mace. So, I need to find some around town. Anyway. Okay, let's see. To tame the one inside who approaches the unknown with a wall of enmity and fears, to understand and love them, open-mindedly allowing ourselves to be Did I already read all of this? Nope. Okay. To tame the one inside who approaches the unknown with a wall of enmity is to fear, and fears, to understand and love them. Open-mindedly allowing ourselves to view ourselves from another perspective restores our confidence and lights our way forward on this path. The light that quiets the unrealistic fear which was created from the cloth of who we once were. This is the part we hold close, as it is the core of who we have become. We must always give equal time. Stand tall. This happens every time. Okay, I'm not going to do this until I get a new mouse. And I think I might go and get a new mouse right now because this, I keep forgetting it. But this, like I'm trying to scroll and my mouse is not working. And it's causing me issues. If I do it like this, I'm fine, but I keep forgetting, and even this is kind of sketchy, so I'm going to go get a mouse I can plug in, because this fucking Logitech is really old and doesn't work anymore. So I'm going to sign out and go buy a mouse, and I don't know, I'll stream again soon, but I've been streaming for a long time. So, what's up? What's up, girl? What's up? I know, I was laughing. Oh my god, you're laughing! It means we're playing, right? I know, it means we're playing. No, Temperance, it doesn't, though. It means that I'm not playing anymore. It means that I'm gonna go do some stuff instead of sitting here on the computer, talking to a computer. Like it's my friend. It's not really, huh? Alright. I'm gonna go. Peace out, everybody. Soon. Oh, because tomorrow I'm going to get videos of me paddleboarding. So, I will post a video of me paddleboarding. I'm super excited because I want to see it. And I might even dance too. But I'm charging my mini GoPro. And I'm going to put it in the dash of the truck. I think it'll be safe. Depending on who's there, I might like try to hide it up in a tree or something. Or maybe I'll just put it on my chest. But then it won't be video. Well, it'll be a video of me paddleboarding, just not of me paddleboarding. Oh, wait. I could get a selfie stick. I'll figure it out. Okay. I'm going to get a video of me paddleboarding tomorrow with my mini GoPro because it's waterproof. Peace out. That's funny. Okay, I'm done. I know I'm done.